Hey guys, it's Destiny. Welcome back to my channel. Today's Get Ready With Me will be featuring new products, and I will be talking about my top 10 favorite animes. So if you want to see what products I've added to my makeup routine and what shows I like to watch, please keep on watching. I'll check out my shirt and these Sailor Moon nails. Thank you. So I've already prepped and primed my face. I used the Kylie Vanilla Milk Toner. I also used her vitamin C serum. And then I changed my moisturizer to this Ink Moist Essence Cream. It's a Japanese brand. I love this so much. I love their cleanser. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, this is a goodie. And then for my primer, I used the Professional on my T-zone area only. And on top of that, I put my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, which gives me that dewy look. So for foundation, I'm still using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Soap Foundation. I'm going to go in with a beauty blender. So the lips are being hydrated. We're going to take the Kylie Skin Hydrating Lip Mask and just pop that on top. Okay, so number one on my list, this is actually my number one, would be Bleach. That is one of the very first long animes that I watched. And my favorite characters are Nail and Okiura. Nail, the minute she popped in as a little baby, I liked how she protected Ichigo. I liked Okiura. That was my favorite villain off the show. I also liked Chad a lot. He was hella funny. Richi was my favorite too, my little light-skinned queen. Favorite scene out of the whole series would be when Ichigo holified into his final form. Everybody was scared and wanted to stop him, but that's what he was meant to do.
I asked you to identify yourself. It appears to me you can't understand what I'm saying.
Liked when Ichigo's dad would try to fight him every morning when he would wake up for breakfast. That was always really funny to watch. Now I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light Medium Honey. This is not really my color. This is a shade lighter than my color, but you know, quarantine don't be allowing us to go in the store no more, so we gotta make it work. Bare face with a Pixie makeup fixing mist. Second show on my list would be Afro Samurai. My favorite character, I really just love the graphics in that one a lot, and the fact that Samuel Jackson is the voice actor. And my favorite character from the show would be Sayo. She's a badass bitch. She got her heart broken and really she just wanted revenge and to be the #1 headband. My favorite scene in that show would probably be when Sayo brought his dad out and showed Afro what the fuck she had did. Because after that, it just went up. They was just always beefing, always fighting. He was after her after that. We're gonna take our Fenty Beauty matchstick in the color Truffle. This is probably number 3 on my actual favorites list. It would probably be Mob Psycho. I just watched it during quarantine, and it was one of my favorites. It reminded me a lot of One Punch Man. He looked just like Saitama. Loved the percentage, how he would go from 0 to 20, in the morning, and then 0 to 40. When somebody would just talk to him, and then it was just, and then when he reached 100, when they would mess with his family members or his best friends. Favorite character is Shigeo because I like how sweet he was, and I like that he didn't want to use his powers on anybody. And he always protected his family, and he always tried his hardest not to get mad or to let anything bug him. Reminded me a lot of Saitama was because Saitama doesn't look like the strongest person in the room, neither does Shigeo, and they actually do end up being the most powerful in their series. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Mob Psycho. That's my favorite, and I'm hoping that they make pops out of those soon because they do not have those. and this would be hard. Number 4 on my list would be One Punch Man. Favorite characters out of that season would be Tornado and JoJos. I like Tornado because she's the most powerful bitch in the whole series, and I like her green hair, and her sister sucks. So then I like JoJos because he keeps basically upgrading his body just to be just like Saitama, and I like that he respects Saitama and wants to be just like him in a way, but he's a villain but a good guy in the same way. I really liked One Punch Man because all the superheroes were always ranked higher than him, and he was always ranked way lower but was stronger than all of the superheroes, and he was the most normal one. He played video games. I liked when he met King, and then him and King would play video games, and they low-key had already met but didn't know. He would talk to people, was so funny. Like, he would just be like nonchalant about everything, didn't really care, but as soon as something happened, he was still calm and was just like,
this set of armor, which was used to seal in my immeasurable, irresistible power, has now been broken. Okay.
Also, when he met King, it was like hella interesting to like see how every time King would lie about saving somebody's life, it was really Saitama the whole time saving his life, but didn't really know. And with a little bit more of this. Number 5 is My Hero Academia. Favorite character, Izuku Midoriya. My fish is named Midoriya, but his last name is Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya. I like Izuku's personality a lot. When I first started watching it, he kind of just reminded me of me. Like, I just try my best. I never take the easy way out. I always try to do my best. If I don't like something, I try to fix it or get better at it. And he's very like charismatic and nice, and even after he gets one for all, he's still humble, and he promises to be just like All Might, so he's one of my faves. One of my favorite scenes in that show was when set our under eyes. We're going to be taking this Chanel powder in the color 30, and this is my lighter shade. I used one darker than this one for the rest of my face. So I'm just setting all the places that I highlighted. Okay. Now with the other setting powder in the color 40, we're going to set the rest of our face lightly. I'm just going to tap that. Number 6 on the list, we have Trigon. Trigon kind of reminds me of when I watched Bleach. I like that old style anime effect. I love the way it looks. Favorite character would be Nicholas. I feel like Nicholas showed Vash how to like stop hiding from stuff and running away, and really just reminded him like what he can do, and he can fix problems. Favorite scene would be when Vash and Knives met.
Did you have fun, dear brother? I did, yeah. Best thing that ever happened to me.
I think this was one of the very first animes I watched, like one or two. Soul Eater. Just ordered Death the Kids pop, Liz's pop, Black Stars, and I need to find Souls because I know they do have that one, so I'm excited about that. My favorite characters would be probably Death the Kid because I love his weapons. I like how he always tries his hardest. He never takes the easy way out. Also the only one with 2 weapons, and I loved his hair and that little thing that like tripped him out, like the unevenness. Like, he didn't like the number 7. He didn't like uneven lines. Like, it was just like his kryptonite, and it was the funniest like type of problem that he could have. I also loved Liz and Patty. I loved how Liz was the opposite of Patty, so they kind of evened out Death because Patty was more like bubbly and cute, and Liz was more like nonchalant and like standoffish. Favorite scene in that series would probably be the last fight Death was in.
Hey, look at the stripes in his hair! They're all connecty! Resonance rate is at 2,000%? Impossible! And the noise level is at 0! Feedback complete. We're ready to fire. Let's go!
Taking my MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish. Why do things always happen to me? Okay, so number 8 on my list would be Hunter x Hunter. This is in the wrong place, but I was just thinking of stuff off the top of my head. This would probably be 2 or 3 on the list, probably 1, I don't know. I think they're all my favorites. They're all my favorites for a reason, but favorite characters would be Gon and Killua, obviously, because Gon's personality is kind of like Izuku's, and Killua's personality is like Bakugo's, but he still is trying to like Gon and be friends with Gon. And I like how Gon changed him into a nice person who wants friends and who wants to like live a normal life. I pre-ordered their pops. I got all 5. I got Leorio, Kurapika, Hisoka. I like him too. I like how he's kind of like a character out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and so is like Knuckle. He reminds me of Josuke. Killua, all he ever needed was like a friend like Gon. I like when the last part of their Hunter exam, he said all I want to do is be friends with Gon, and Leorio was like, you're already friends with him. It was like a really cute moment that he realized, like, wow, I really do have a friend. I recently just watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. My little brother put me onto it. I liked Jotaro. I knew he was the hardest one out of all of them because he didn't fight till like the last 3rd season, like the last episode. I just kept getting mad that all the JoJos kept dying, but one of my favorite scenes out of that whole series would be when Jotaro learned how to stop time, when him and Dio were fighting. So for the contour, I'm going to take my Dior Backstage Contour palette. It looks like this. And I just mixed these 2 together, and I used a kabuki brush. It was always on edge. It reminded me a lot of Hunter x Hunter, but with a lot more action. So I liked it a lot. The 4th season changed drastically. Like for the brows, I'm gonna take my Benefit Gimme Brow in the color 3. It's a little gel, and I'm just gonna put that here. I also liked Koichi. He was really cute. I liked his little stand and how he always wanted to help Josuke, and he was just a good friend. So I bought these from Kylie Cosmetics. They're single shadows. I'm gonna take Goddess, and it's in satin, and Party Time, and it's a matte. This one's more like of a copper orange, and this is like a brownish pinkish shade. I'm gonna take my bronzer Give Me Sun. For number 10, I pick Death Note. Well, that one's pretty self-explanatory. They had Shinigamis. I really liked them a lot. I did not like the movie on Netflix. They speeded it up too much. They bunched it up into like an hour and 25 minutes, and it was just a mess. It wasn't even the real storyline. My favorite character would be L, because he gets like this idea in his head and then thinks of like every aspect of that situation and then every other situation after that. So it's kind of like me, like I I think something and I overthink it and think of like, what if this, what if that? Myself crazy or figure the truth out. Favorite scene out of Death Note would be when L introduces himself to Light as L. I thought that was pretty boss. And Light were always on the same thing, like they were just alike, but one wanted one thing and one wanted the other, but both always on each other, like always suspecting each other. I'm putting Goddess on the corner of my eye. So for blush, I'm going to take my MAC powder blush and it's called Flower Power. Set our face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. We're going to use the Makeup Forever Golden. And then I am going to apply white eyeliner off camera because I can't do that for the life of me on camera. So this is the final look. Like this video, please like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.